Right, second attempt already, which is not a good sign. I've been struggling with crashing the desktop on my AMD platform for ever since whenever VR support came out. I'm having a Sapphire Nitro Plus, which is the RDNA 1, so it's not the current generation 6000 cards. I'm opting to buy one because now they're becoming more and more back available since the crypto shut down in China, and I already see a lot of cards coming in stock at normal prices in Germany, so I can pick one up. I just have to find the money to do so, but I am still thinking about AMD, Nvidia, RTX kinds, and I'm more leaning to the RTX one because AMD is just not able to fine-tune their drivers for VR usage in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. It always crashes the desktop. I've been struggling with it forever, and now I really pinpointed it. I'm an ITer as profession. I run a help desk, so I know what I'm talking about. And it's just the AMD driver, the graphical driver, that's causing the crash the desktop. Nothing else. It's purely that. I found one that does work, which is like 1 year old already. It does work, but of course you don't have all the extra features and the Radeon software to stream, and I'm trying to be a content creator together with my buddy, the VR flight sim guy, and he's helping out. So thank you, Steve, so much for all the great advice that you are giving me, and not just only me, but all the people around in your community and Discord group. Go check him out, subscribe and like all his videos because he's the best. And here I am in one of the most reliable and most advanced general aviation planes of Just Flight, the Arrow, the Piper Arrow 3. You also have the Turbo 4, which I also have, and the Warrior, the Arrow 2 is coming. I'm rubbing my hands as I speak because I'm really waiting for it. Of course, this is not an advanced plane like the last new ones that we already have, but all their planes are just amazingly detailed and everything is working up to spec. And this one is the most reliable one, has the most updates so far because it's been on the market most of the time. So I'm picking this one because it has the most absolute best stability, and in VR use it's just perfect. So let's get this thing going and see. I'm recording to YouTube at the moment because that's why you're hearing my stream. That's what I want to do, because with the driver that does work and does not generate any crash to desktop. Of course, I don't have the Radeon software suite to do all that stuff, or other tools, and the OBS doesn't function. It just doesn't work. So I'm trying to find a solution. So now the new driver of AMD came out just yesterday. Also a new BIOS update for the AGESA code, which is the 1.2.0.3 now. When the latest one was the 12.02, which resolved the USB issue on all the AMD 500 chipset motherboards that were in combination with their 5000s or Zen 3 CPUs, which I have. I have the 5900X and a good X570 motherboard of Gigabyte Aorus Master, which is one of the best because of the VRMs. I don't do any kind of overclocking or tuning. It's just all standard to stock. The memory does running on XMP now, which normally then the memory runs on design speed, which is 3600 megahertz. So it should do that, because in the past I've been looking all kinds of settings and being paranoid about it, but it has nothing to do with all these settings. Just run it stock, design speed, which I'm doing. No workarounds in the BIOS before that update came for the USB issue on the AMD platform. It's purely the AMD graphical drivers. So now this is the newest driver. Previous, I just installed it. I ended up in this plane and already crashed the desktop with some kind of timeout pop-up from AMD. But then I went to the drivers, and even though it was installed, the newest version, it should set in the AMD Radeon software, there was an update available to that version, which was already installed. It was listing some kind of other version that was like before, but that was not correct, so it's already a bug there. But of course I said click download and install, which I did. So I did an install again, and that's why I'm doing a second test, and I really hope this solves the issue. My trust level is very, very, very low. And maybe, I hope, if it still does crash the desktop, I'm hoping that the sim update 5 that will be released the 27th of July this month, together with the Xbox release of this sim, does solve that issue. But I doubt very much that the AMD graphical driver that causes the crashes in the desktop would be solved with the sim update. But it is listed also on the Q&A or the bug list of the official Microsoft site. It shows all AMD 6000 series versions of graphical cards in VR crash the desktop, and it shows status under investigation. They can add the 5700 to the list because it's the exact same problem. So let's see if this new driver fixes it. It's not listed at all that new version. That's what is extra about it. Yeah, some new game, Formula 1, and of course it always states new improvements in performance, which is true. The new driver does perform better than the one that doesn't cause the crashing the desktop. But I want the newest drivers and the extra features all running without crashing the desktop. Let's get all my gear up. Voila. Let's put power on. All the lights. I have the Honeycomb, Bravo and Alpha, so it's all mapped to my gear. Okay, starting up. Propeller is already max. Mixture 2. It's like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning now here at St. Bart's. Its left tank is selected. I have both tank good. Fuel pressure is not good, so let's put on the fuel pump. Fuel pressure is not showing, or is that temperature? No, pressure. So that's not good. Okay, magneto left, right, both. Fuel pump is on. There's no primer function, I think, on this plane. Nope. Strange. The fuel pressure is showing 0. Am I finding bug in Just Flight Plane 2? Even though it's fuel tank, everything is on. So let's start her up. Clear prop. Just thought I was getting crashed to desktop. No, okay. Or it's oil pressure. Ah, oil pressure. Of course, that only shows when the engine is running. It doesn't have a fuel pressure gauge like in the turbo. Nope, I don't see it. Okay, fuel pump can go off now. Close that door. Oh yeah, it's here. It's a little more simplistic, and it closes already. I put a flight plan to St. Martin. Alright. Flap 1 up. Now let's get that window open for the sweet noise of this bird. Alright. Release brakes. Yesterday I did a lot of practice on this airport, taking off and landing. Landing I'm pretty good. From the hillside is fun. But taking off, don't go towards the hill. I don't think it's designed to do that in real life also. You have to do that towards the seaside. Because also the taxiways is only here. There's no taxiway to the other side. You can also taxi all the way to the end and then do a turnaround. That's what we were doing. Alright. Let's get lined up. Brake. Let's get permission. put that down below. Alright, here we go. Flaps is done. Full throttle. Release brakes. And let's go. Rudder left, the right control I have to do. Once I hit 60, 65. Okay, rotation. Oof, there is a little bit crosswind there. Get the gears in. There we go. Now the landing light can come off now. Boom. Ah, see the bug of the sea is still happening. You see the squares. Ah, crashed the desktop. No. This driver sucks. He does not function. It's still streaming, so yeah, you're looking at it, it's not working. The new graphical drivers of AMD, which you can see right here. Where are they showing? It should show there, but I'm streaming, so it doesn't show. How can I show it on the stream which driver it is? There it is. So version 21.7.1 is not good. It's bad. It's just bad. It does not function in VR with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. So don't bother using it. It sucks. It sucks. I need my graphical card upgraded, I know. But that's my decision point. If AMD cannot optimize their drivers for VR use in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, which is for me my main and only sim and game that I love with all my heart and soul. I love it. It's the best that ever happened to PC and gaming community, which is simulation. It's not a game. Sorry for all your sim people that thought it's not a game, it's a simulator. And it's coming to Xbox, so a lot of people are gonna play it like an arcade game. It's not gonna work. But of course, this driver does not work at all. It doesn't function. I will show you which one does function. If you go to Windows Updates, History, Driver Updates, it's exactly this one. Version 27.20 no 10.40.34.6. That's the only one that functions without crashing the desktop, but it doesn't have all the extra features and tweaking and tuning for performance wise, because it does run better with the newer drivers. But of course, if it runs better for like 5-6 minutes or maybe tops 20 minutes and you crash the desktop, what's the use? Nothing. It's garbage. Okay, stopping the stream and uninstalling everything that I have from AMD and going back to the driver. Thank you for listening. I will use this stream to AMD tech support also to tell them exactly what went wrong. Or maybe let's go instantly to the device manager. Event viewer, Windows log application. It should show here exactly, but it's the AMD drivers. Error simulator, and that shows flight simulator error, the VC runtime, which is a C++ library. But I had that in the past also. I uninstalled it and reinstalled it. Also, Microsoft said it Asobo in a ticket to do that. It does not do anything. It has nothing to do with it. It may be a big clue to AMD if you're looking at it. Get your drivers fixed. Fix it. Really. I'm not running anything on my system besides Microsoft Flight Simulator and also Grand Theft Auto. That's it. There's nothing there. No Office, no nothing. Only flight sim related stuff with Microsoft Flight Simulator latest versions. As you can see, updates, downloads, get updates. It's fully up to date, which is the most important, is the Microsoft Mixed Reality one and the OpenXR development, which is these two. It's all up there. It's running the latest versions, and that's what the setting I'm using, which is the best here. 70% OpenXR and 100% scale resolution inside the sim. Gives the best result in the VR in the G2. So AMD, get it in order. I don't think you will ever be doing it for the older generation, but also the new generation is having it. Hopefully Sim Update 5 resolves it, but I have my doubts. But I'll try it. Can't speak about it if you don't try it. I'll try it again with these newest drivers or the newer ones that come out before Sim Update 5, but I'll doubt it. So as you can see, that's the error I get. Anything else? No, some certificate stuff. And that was before. But it's all the graphical driver of AMD system. So, yeah, it stopped working because it crashed. That's normal. That's normal. Nothing special. Error. AMD user experience data upload, blah blah blah. Yeah, it crashed. It's not working. So it's crashing, it's crashing, it's crashing. AMD Ryzen master service failed. Storing system cannot find a specific path. Yeah, I removed the AMD software, so I guess that's gone. But that's not the reason for crashing the desktop. This is. I'll do it again. One more time. I'll uninstall the C++ library and install it again. But I'm pretty sure it won't do anything. Alright.